the first word of the chant, ZBVI. Second word, HVXLIV. Third word, LM. Fourth word, XZ. Fifth word, YZVO. Zmbe havaxlevlam ktsiyazvo. 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 Now, aren't things so much clearer? In the future, I guess I'll remember to take that screen protector off during these shows in here. And Baal, Baal, Hadad, Hadad, Baal Hadad, as in, a storm or thunder deity per se. Baal, Bel, Hammon. So Baal Hammon is moon god. Not god of the moon in the sense of what is claimed for Yahweh or Naturwa or Allah or any of those other names, but actually here's the spirit of the sun or spirit of the Belu, Beal, and N. The Sumerian N. Is it Ishkur? Is that the Sumerian one too? N is in a priest. But anyways, V.K. Hammon says that 60 or 66 is its number. N, south, black, yellow, fern, iron, or gold. So yellow or black. And scents would include, I'm going off more than him, oak, bayberry, oh, I guess I didn't go much further. James Donahue says it's a trickster and an enemy of formal religion. Much is being said about Belial in that respect right now. Some say it was an Aztec name for reptilians of a particular planet. I haven't seen the support of this, but that's what he says in his thing. Some say it's about 8 feet tall and equal to Raphael in the demonic sense. Oh, according to the Zohar. Fights death. The pseudo-demonarchia damonum says it's over 6 legions. S.C. McGregor Mathers, S.L. McGregor Mathers says the lament must be worn. This symbol. But there are other uses for the symbol. Mar, bull, son of El. So, sort of the same mythology that made its way into the Jesus thing, as here's a bull that sacrificed or was the sacrifice. Dukes are in the morning in clear weather. Kings, because people, I didn't draw this as green, but some people would draw this as green and say, oh, in the clear weather. But gold is the most important one of this. All 10 of the kings, remember that the primary is gold or yellow. The kings, the first half of the morning and second half of the afternoon is when the rituals are done. Typically, people would say it's a man, cat, or toad, or all three at once, or all three heads upon a spider's, with a set of spider's legs, speaking with a hoarse voice. Some say it's stronger in October. I say these workings, whether for or against, whether an exorcist or a carcist, I personally believe that it's better to do these in the quinary portion of the biblical year that they are ascribed. And right now it's the first 5 to 7 day portion, and then there's, 71 or 73 to follow. Of course, 73 overlaps this one. Duke with 66 legions, first principal king, makes wise and invisible. And let me give a little insight. It comes from autism, right? So autism, you're more capable of being aware of things. But you also have skills of ignoring things. You're more grounded in reality. And so, but it has social issues associated with it. You could be an awesome listener, but interpreter, you interpret through your own ways. So you may have them memorize all sorts of mannerisms and whatnot of people to socialize like a regular person. Some people love the analysis, some people don't. Or are you looking at me like that? But anyway, so social invisibility, physical visibility. If you perform a ritual in a dark mirror, these dark mirrors here. I got the other one in the north. Your reflection goes away. So that's one thing that does happen. So if a Goetia entity is going to do anything, or be attributed of doing anything, it's going to make you invisible. And people, particularly coming from a Christian background, would want to, as far as a carcist is concerned, would want to call up such an entity. Or they'd hate it so much that they, to replace that in them, or they'd hate it so much they just want to clear that segment of themselves out, and the entity involved, or entities involved. So the sun's 126.22 hertz. A1 equals 449.9 hertz over 440 hertz plus 38.1 centimeters. 118.3 beats per minute. F through A, with a G major, F through A minor would be the traditional, with a G in the center. The O and A says it's a D minor, mode 7 and 8 in music, the Hyppolidian, but the 8 and the 8th, a B in the 8th under octave. I'm not expressing myself too well today. I was tired this morning. So E through F would be the traditional for Venus music. F sharp according to the O and A. Mode 5, Mixolydian. But the A in the 32nd octave is the scientific. 442.5 hertz over 440 hertz plus 9.6 centimeters at 103.7 beats per minute. Michael W. Ford says it brings in instinct about instinct about dreams and animals. Stephanie Connolly says it's over solstices and fire festivals. I mean, why not equinoxes? At least Karapoke Runyon got that right. Well, I think he gets more right on the subject than pretty much any other author you're going to look at. Except Wah, of course, because I look into the language and I'm not tied to any of these mythologies that I have to believe them. And she also suggests wearing the symbol to attract wealth. A middle-aged person of high responsibility with a sublime level of evil is how Beelzebub saw it, and Glenn Beck believes that most Americans worship Baal just in a different way, and I'm quoting here actually, just in a different way, and that government and a sacrifice of truth to Baal is not an apparent movement, okay, yeah, towards, but he also believes in a movement of persecution towards Christians who believe in the Bible. Some say Satan's assistant is Baal and contacts people through fiction and games. And I would say that. Now, as, you know, autistic people are more into reality. It's not like schizophrenia, where you're dissociated without reality. Autism is sort of the opposite response. But in 2011 was the first operation of the Like The Goetia rituals regarding Baal. And this was with the pine candle, symbolizing psychic protection, on Monday the 21st of 2011. So 7:42 through 8:05 p.m. 37:1 through 3, 37:123 to 29, 23:93 through 98, 72, and 51:56. So the right had some work to do, but this is the first incident where I'm using extra verses peculiar to this ritual. And I symbolize psychic protection, 7:42 through 8:05. And that's it. I'm not seeing any more information. So I'm going to close that. 2012 is what I would presume some people would want to know about. And 8:11 through 8:33 p.m. and Romans 11:9, or is it 11:24 through 31? I can't quite read that. Hosea 2:18 through 19. And this was March 19th. 2012, 8:11 through 8:33. I was breezy. There was an odd amount of blue in the room. I felt a blast of euphoria with the wind. I felt a presence that was intense, but occupied less than an 8-foot square space. The air shook with speckled patterns, dominated in yellow. I felt a rolling feeling. I saw a bright streak. in red, dominated patterns. I cried in joy. I felt energized, and series of pricklings. I gave way with a last bit of euphoria. I felt like a snake shedding his skin. I saw my reflection for the first time since starting the rite. I'm really centered and still feel heady with dilated eyes. And 10:14 p.m. was the vernal equinox. So but let's look at some of the meanings here. And so Jeremiah 32:27, was that in the ritual too? Baal means my Lord, my God, my Master. Bael is flow, nothing, none, nor less, neither, no. Belu is mix, fodder, mingle, confound. Anoint. Baal is rule, master, marry, husband, dominion, wife, man, owner, lord. So Baal is one of those more or less ambiguous terms in the Bible. So yes, in a context, because after certain Sumerian, Babylonian, other sorts of influences, it was time not to use Baal anymore. And there's a verse in the Bible: don't call me Baal, call me Ashri, or something like that. Baal, onto the Greek from Romans 11:4. Something or weak, impotent, son, lord, lord. Okay. Dappled is Balios. Belos is missile, dart, javelin. Bolos is clod of earth. And before moving on to 2013, Belides is granddaughter of Belus, of the Dynaclus. Belides is the son or descendant of Belus. Belus is Baal, an Asiatic deity, well, something treated as a deity, identified with Hercules, builder of Babylon and founder of the Babylonian Empire. In myth, he appears as the king of Tyre and friend of Dido, also as an ancient king of Egypt, friend of Danaus and Aegyptus. And let's move on to 2013. But maybe, just maybe, let's see some Egyptian. And I'm not seeing any Egyptian here that needs to be shown. Other than the simple fact that Bar can be said to be the Egyptian form of this. Oh, okay, I already got it. Okay. So, Baal in the Coptic would be the name of Baal, and Bar, or Baal, would be the Egyptian form. But Baal is pride. greatness of eye. At least it has an eye there, right? Baal, husband or spouse. Bar, War, Baal, Assyrian god of war, and sometimes identified by the Egyptians with Set. Bael, Bael, Baru, Belu, and so Thursday the 21st, let me double check here, I'm sorry here, oh no, it's Monday the 24th of March 2013, and Samuel 6:1 through 2, Samuel, oh, this is 2 Samuel, by the way, 22:12 through 37, Romans 11:4 through 5, and 7:40 through 43 from Quran, also from Quran 17:45 through 48, 37:1 through 7, 37, 123 through 129, and 111, 1 through 5 are the extra verses. What flower? Some sort of flower representing beauty. I'm not sure if I knew what it was. I extended the right to include 51, 56 through 58. So all the typical verses, 23, 93 through 95, 72, 1 through 28, they're all there. So here goes, 8:31 to 9:14 p.m. I saw a soft red glow. I felt a presence behind me. I felt pressed downwards upon me. I saw a textured green sphere the size of a racquetball. I was teary and hypersensitive till 9:17 p.m., so 3 minutes after the ritual had ended. I don't banish my states. I let them stay as long as they're going to stay. I felt a joyous shiver. My awareness was very centered as I closed. I am more awake than in hours. And some rituals will leave you spent, and they'll still be a success. Other ones will be of a different sort. They will energize and give all sorts of wondrous feelings. But one is supposed to work out one's issues. If the person listening has any questions before I move on to the ritual, or any comments for me to see, because then I am going to start. Yawn, 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 yawn.
The mighty sounds have been turned in ye third angle, and are become as olives in ye olive mount, looking with gladness upon the earth, and dwelling in the brightness of the heavens, as continual comforts unto whom I fastened pillars of gladness. 19. And gave them vessels to water the earth with her creatures, and they are the brothers of the first and second, and the beginning of their own seats, which are varnished with continual burning lamps. 6, 9, 6, 3, 6, whose numbers are as the first, the ends, and ye contents of time. Therefore come you and obey, ye creation. Visit us in peace and comfort. Conclude us as receivers of your mysteries. For why? Our Lord and Ma is one. Sapazeme Daimod Noas Takoanis Adrok Dorp Hall Kausangod Founts Peripsol Tableor Kasarm Amipsinazarth Afundlangar Zizop Zlida Kauska Toltorge Udzakies Esiase Latavia Udeaud Thilnas Hubar Peowal Suba Cormfakis Talavals Udka Kokasam Kanes Undarmbaskas Fetharzeun Bleora Ekial Enas Kekles Baglengean Ela. I felt something move slowly down the right side of my head in the north till the center of my chest was covered, and then I felt nothing. There was extra shadow in the room, and I feel a touch heady. And I hear things a little bit louder, but I'm calm and quiet.